Gorgeous.
You should take it as a compliment that I got drunk and made fun of the way you talk.
My name is Dado Banatao. I come from the north. My father was a farmer. I am an engineer. I grew up in a typical barrio in Cagayan Valley. Back then, there was no electricity, no telephones. I was taught math by moving bamboo sticks. There were no luxuries. Almost all of my classmates stopped going to school after 6th grade to help in the fields. But my father never asked me to help him. He wanted a better life for me. He made it clear his job was to keep food on the table. My job was to study. I went to high school far from my home. I felt inferior to the other students. They were from the city. I was the son of a farmer. While my friends played basketball, I studied. I fell in love with engineering. I wanted to build things. But when I graduated from Mapua, there were no design jobs for engineers in the Philippines. So, I moved to America. I applied for a master's in engineering at Stanford University. I was excited, but I was also so intimidated. Everyone seemed smarter than I was. So I studied twice as hard. I saw an opportunity to design better computer chips, and I started a company. That company failed. No one told me that I could do it. I had to tell myself that I could. And so I tried it again. This time, we succeeded. My success is a direct result of my beginnings. It is the same will and determination that every Filipino possesses. Our country is one of the fastest growing economies in Asia. But over 30% of our people still live like I did growing up. But my life shows a different path is possible. It is why I started PhilDev. We imagine a Philippines where every school has internet, where deserving students are given scholarships so they never have to stop learning, where thousands of young Filipinos start companies that hire millions more. We know hardship. It's time we learn success. I am not so special, but I am determined. My story could be your story. As Filipinos, it must be our story.
It began with a dream. A young businessman with a deep sense of social consciousness and a desire to succeed thought of providing every Filipino with a pair of shoes. It was a simple goal, envisioned right after the Second World War ravaged Manila. That young visionary was Henry C. Today, the venerable Mr. C heads one of the biggest and most successful conglomerates in the country, the SM Group of Companies, and also chairs the rapidly growing SM Development Corporation, or SMDC, the group's property arm. With his son, Henry T. C. Jr. as Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, SM Development Corporation is at front and center of the country's vibrant real estate industry. SMDC was incorporated in the Philippines in 1974 as Ayala Fund Incorporated, a closed-end investment company limited by shares. Ayala Fund Incorporated was listed in the Philippine Stock Exchange in 1975. March 1986 saw the SM Group of Companies taking majority ownership of the company, and it was renamed SM Fund Incorporated. During that time, SM Fund Incorporated was an investment company involved in managing diverse businesses in the country. It was renamed SM Development Corporation, SMDC, in May 1996, with a major shift to property development and end goal of pursuing opportunities in the real estate industry. SMDC is now the country's fastest growing condominium developer, focusing on mid-market residential development projects. Key property drivers are its flagship SM Residences, which targets the middle class, and M Place, geared towards young professionals and startup families who want chic urban living. SMDC is one company that takes comfort, convenience, and style seriously, so all its developments have well-designed and expansive amenities, a fact evident in all its residential condominium projects. The company is currently in the thick of developing 14 residential condominium projects under SM Residences: Chateau Elysée, Mesa, Lindenwood, Grass, Berkeley, Sea, Field, Princeton, Sun, Jazz, Light, Wind, Blue. Under the M Place project, M Place at South Triangle. Future M Place development will see M Place at Ortigas, M Place at Mindanao Avenue, M Place at Visayas Avenue, M Place at Fairview, while future SM Residences will include Green, Grass Tower 4 and 5, Mesa 2, Air, Fort St. Luke's, Vito Cruz, West Avenue, SRP Cebu. Part of the future developments is a residential condominium in Xiamen, China. SM Development Corporation also takes pride in creating the first and biggest showroom in the country, the Grand Showroom, featuring 8 well-designed model units, an amphitheater and lounge, and an entertainment area. The showroom by itself covers 3,000 square meters. To quote the company's Vice Chairman and CEO, Henry T. C. Jr., "It is our goal and our mission to provide the best home for every Filipino, an innovative approach to design and amenities, finding the best locations, even as we price them right. This is just the beginning." SM Development Corporation, the good guys.
Nagtrabaho ako sa Goodwill Bookstore. Koyan ko yun eh. Nagtrabaho ako sa kanila as tindera. Di nagkaroon ako ng idea about bookstores. Ayun. Isang beses, may typhoon Hing. Natanggal ang bubong. Can you imagine, ang bookstore yung matatanggal ang bubong. Umuulan. Basta lahat. Para ka nasunugan. Zero ulit. Umpisa ka naman.
Nanggaling din naman si Mrs. Ramos from tinatawagan na humble beginning. So, nag-start siya as in from zero or scratch. So, talagang pinagsikapan niya lang. So, sabi nga niya, pag may paraan, hindi imposibleng mangyayari.
Firm determination. To work hard, matipid, huwag at katuwa. And be nice to people. Kasi you need them also. Miski na anong sabihin mo marami kang pera, you need people also.
Bilang boss ko, kahit madalang ko siyang nakakasama, one word lang, mabait siya. Lahat naman ng empleyado ng National Bookstore, ang tinuro niya is yung malasakit, tsaka yung humility, tsaka yung sincerity.
I knew how it is to be poor.
Sa 13 years ko kay ma'am, si ma'am simpleng tao lang, mabait. Wala akong masabi sa kanya. Kung ano yung turing niya sa bilang pamilya, ganun din sa amin. Kung ano yung kinakain niya, yun din yung kinakain din.
So I know the feelings of people who doesn't have that much money. So you have to adjust to that kind of feeling para you can help them also. It's happiness also if you are able to help somebody, hindi ba?
We call her nanay because yung treatment niya sa lahat ay equal kasi nangyari yun sa kanya na hindi naman siya talagang mayaman at kumbaga pinaghirapan niya so na-earn niya lahat kung ano man yung nai-enjoy niya ngayon.
Kailangan may sipag at tiyaga ka. Dahil kung wala ka, kung hindi ka magtsitsaga, wala. It takes time to build something. Itong national, akala niyo ba ganyang kalaki? No. It's just a simple sari-sari store.
In 1975, I'm 22 years old. I started an ice cream house. People see me as an idealist person, just starting out. Today, because the company has grown, I was awarded the World Entrepreneur. Therefore, people now see me as somebody who make it big in the fast food business. Jollibee has grown. In total, we have around 1,600 stores now in the system. Most of them are in the Philippines. We are now also in some other countries, in the USA, in Brunei, Vietnam, Indonesia, Hong Kong, and we are now to the Middle East. We have now 6 brands under the company. We have a lot of trademarks. We have all the logos registered and even registered worldwide. Intellectual property is becoming very important because you need to distinguish yourself from the others. It's a very competitive world. You need to create something unique, and that uniqueness will not be copied or diluted by counterfeiting. We have some cases where people will do other things like garments or shoes, and they will call it Jollibee. Overseas, they will open a restaurant or fast food also called Jollibee, even with the same drawing, and we have to enforce that properly. Because if you don't enforce it properly, your brand image will get diluted over time. Counterfeit will destroy the society in the long run. This will hurt everybody because counterfeit usually does not have the right quality. Customers get confused and buy this and they're not happy, then they'll lose confidence on the real brand and everything will be destroyed. Therefore, overall, the whole society also will be hurt. Therefore, trademark is an important thing. Trademark increase a lot of value to our business. It's an important success for us. And to a consumer now, to them, it represents either a trust in the company or a trust in the brand. They will remember that the brand connotes very tasty food and also the experience, the ambience, the service. And they're also proud to be a part of the brand. In the Philippines, maybe we eat 6 times a day. Food is really a part of our daily life. Food business or a restaurants or a fast food, you're dealing with real transaction. Like if you serve something, you don't have the chance to say, oops, I will pull it back to the kitchen and replace it. It's already there. In the restaurant business or the fast food business, everything is real transaction going on. Therefore, your quality has to be right at the first time. We want all customers to be really satisfied. There's a lots of enjoyment in the food business. You serve people, you interact with people, and you see people enjoying their food. My motivation is always searching for really good tasting food. And I think this differentiates us from other fast food. People said I have a good taste preference and I know what is good and what is not good. It's just maybe I like to eat.
And I'm jealous of her, but if you're single, that's honestly worse. 'Cause you're so gorgeous, it actually hurts. Honey, it hurts.